Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution, everyone. We're continuing our challenge mode playthrough on Nublar North. And if I recall, we're about to get a storm. Yeah, we got the logo up there, so let's lock everything down real quick. And that's another tornado. I think we're 3 for 3 with Twister so far. Good thing the visitors can't be killed by the Twister, because this one went right down our main street. Alright, that one's done. We've had some pretty bad storms so far, though. Let's check on Majungasaurus. No problems here. Alright, no one escaped, and my fence fixes didn't make the habitat too small or anything, so that is good. This should finish off at Montosaurus, yeah, so we can sell that. I think one of them wanted a parasaur skeleton or fossil, so we'll go for that one. Go ahead and grab these real quick, we'll probably need these later. Alright, successfully incubate and then sell a Chunkingosaurus. Did I do that over here already? No, I guess not. So let's see, I gotta be honest, I saw a video that I thought, well, okay, we need to, right, really quick, we need to just get rid of this because this Jeep keeps driving through the ocean on its way back and forth. There we go. Anyway, I saw a video of a gyrosphere tour of a park, and it was pretty cool. Well, we'll just we'll have one be a gyrosphere and one be a truck tour. I think we unlock gyrosphere first, so we'll just do that one first. Alright, Montosaurus, 100%. Myosaurus coming along. We're about to get 2 security contracts done, so we'll grab a science. Alright, I think we can also afford a second Majungasaurus. Alright, I do have a success rate on here, so we can give this one a new skin pattern. We'll do a rainforest. How about this? There we go. These guys are expensive though, geez. Compared to... So once we get Ceratosaurus to 100%, I want to do a comparison in the ratings. Because like Majungasaurus better have like a much higher rating or something, because it's like almost... It's like 2.5 times the cost of a Ceratosaurus. I also read in the comments that I guess I just have gotten kind of a unlucky slash also lucky with my random dig site rolls. It sounds like a lot of you have had much more random dig site results than I have with getting a lot of the large carnivores with your first star, whereas I've gotten my first dig sites and the ones I unlocked after the first star were pretty normal in comparison to what you would normally get, so we just wiped out all 3 of those contracts, which is very nice. Let's see, how much is this? I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that one's also expensive. Let's grab this one as well. And I'm really wanting to get Allosaurus in here, even if it's not a particularly smart pick right now. But I don't know, maybe we should get a different dinosaur that's a little bit of a smarter pick for us. Let's grab a Euoplocephalus. We'll research that one so we can put it in with our Ankylosaur enclosure. Majungasaurus is coming along. Let's use the capture mode for a second because we got the moon and the volcano in the background. They can't pass that up. I've seen some people online, they've posted pictures of they were able to make a volcano with the new terrain tools, and that looked really cool. I mean, it obviously didn't have any lava or anything, but they basically just made a big elevated cone with a dent in the middle, and they used the rock terrain tool all over it, and then just placed rocks all over, and it just looked really neat. It'd be kind of a neat idea for like a centerpiece on Isla Nublar or something. Alright, Maiasaur is almost done. We might need to send one more. We're researching Euoplocephalus right now. I'll send one more team here because I think we're gonna be like 98% or something. And we'll send one here too. Let's go ahead and put down our new restaurant and clothes shop over here. Because like I said in the last episode, this is the half of the park that I'm trying to build more organized and less chaotic. This is the half that we started off on, so we kind of had to just place stuff down in order to get started. So when the time comes, we will... What's nice is, you know, if you have the gyrosphere tour set up, you don't need... in theory, you don't need viewing vents all over the place. You just need to have one gyrosphere or truck tour that goes through all the exhibits. So I'm really excited about the potential that can have as far as simplifying a park layout. Let's get rid of that dinosaur rating contract. I didn't see that one. Let's see, I'm kind of curious to see how old our original Nublar dinosaurs are, so let's check on Stygimoloc's age, because they're all of them are the same age. 58, so they still have 30 age units to go. I don't know if it's months or years or whatever, it doesn't really specify. Reduced upkeep 1.0. I think I'm gonna have to research that, but it'll probably be worth it. Okay, Euoplocephalus is almost done. What else? What do we want to go for next? Dig speed. I'm pretty sure I already grabbed a medium power station. I'll take this one, see how that goes. There we go, this is the only place that has Euoplocephalus, which is kind of interesting. Maiasaur is at 100. Oh, oops. I do not have a gate over here for him to come into the Majungasaur area. Speaking of Majungasaurus, is the second one done? Alright, this is the rainforest Majungasaurus. I actually really like that they included that dinosaur. The only like minor complaint that I have is that its roar sounds like it's pretty much the Ceratosaurus one, and they added in like one extra little sound bite to make it a little bit different. Apparently have a lot of fossils, which is good. Plenty of minerals too. Alright, so it's getting close to thinking about what dinosaur do we want to put in next. Well, we can definitely put in another Diplodocus. I actually kind of forgot about that, so let's go ahead and let's put in 2 more Diplodocus actually. Yeah, we have plenty of room for the population bar for these guys. When do we unlock the Paleobotany building? It's not there. Oh, it's got its own thing. At 2 stars, okay. Well, we're definitely gonna make sure we get to 2 stars in this episode, because I'm pretty sure that's also when we get the gyrosphere. Yeah, we don't get the truck until 3 stars. That's interesting, everything is like its own separate research thing now. But yeah, once we get the gyrosphere, that's when we can really start remodeling everything. Let's see, can we afford... We can't afford it, but we'll be low for a little bit, the viewing platform. So let's grab that one. Dino rating. Let's see, reduced upkeep, let's... Alright, we can handle that one. And we can handle that as well. ranger scheduling. I may have to replace this with a medium power station, potentially. We'll see. How much power does this need? This needs 5 power, so we'd be exactly 1 short if I put this down. Yeah, we're probably, especially if we want to trick out all of our facilities over here, we're gonna need to put the medium power station down instead. So hopefully we can afford that, because I kinda need it. And looks like we can, and it fits without really any issues. Alright. Down to less than 250k, but we just sent some dig teams out, so hopefully we'll get some minerals in. Once this is powered up, we might get to 60% storm coverage. We'll have to see. And these Diplodocus are on their way, so we'll get the incubation contract done. Profit per minute, that one's pretty high up there, so we may have to get rid of that. Combat victories. We do have the 2 Majungasaurs over here, so we could, in theory, just throw a bunch of herbivores in there until one of them gets 2 kills. Is that power station still being built over here? It is still being built, wow. I'll just drive this myself, because apparently the ranger likes to drive through the lake on the way over here. Alright, here we go. And who was sick? It's a Stiggy Moloch, so that might be tricky for our ranger to hit. Yeah, this disease is spreading already, unfortunately. There's our rangers on their way up. Alright, we got a good amount of minerals from that expedition, so that is good for us. Alright, so do we finish off Ceratosaurus? Or do we finish up... well, Parasaurolophus is over here too, so I'm gonna send teams over here. Okay, we got lots of sick dinosaurs, and our Jeep has still... I don't know if you saw it, but it was still definitely driving through the water again for some reason. Oh my goodness, why did you have to hit me? Right as I was shooting. Alright, there's that. That is taken care of. And let's, while you're over here, let's refill these feeders, please. And of course, everybody is migrating into the hatchery area for no reason at all. Anything we should be researching? Grab a couple of the cosmetics while we're over here. I'm trying to think if it would be worth it to do the... I think I'm just going to get rid of the Combat Victories contract. I don't really like doing those. Reload speed. I don't think that I have that researched just yet. Alright, now we can turn this on at least. It's been off for quite a while. And, let's see, can I afford a second team? I can. So that way we can have one team designated for down here, and one team designated for up here. Alright, you guys gonna head in your gate there, if you can fit? We're trying. Here, let's see if... let the poor Diplodocus in here. Come on, buddy. Come on in. It's taking its sweet time. No rush at all. It's not like there's a par time to beat or anything. Alright, well, we can't, it won't even let us go past because of the tail still in the doorway. Okay, that might be the most not exciting 20 seconds I've ever recorded. Alright, so now that the Diplodocus is finally in its enclosure, let's check how close we are to getting the 2 stars. We should be fairly close. Yeah, facility rating is solid. It's mainly just not enough dino reputation. So let's see, we have room here that we can do, or I can start or continue to develop this area of the island. I'm personally in favor of building over here as not as much because this area of the island is kind of much more messy. I would rather focus on building over here. So the question is, what dinosaur do we want? We could work on a hadrosaur paddock. A nice big one with Edmontosaurus, Maiasaura, and Parasaurolophus in it. I personally I'm thinking of leaning toward that idea for the time being. And now that we have more power to play around with, we can upgrade this hatchery a little bit more. And let's get a couple Edmontosaurus going in here. Oh no, who's our first dead dinosaur? I was keeping track of the age. What happened? Oh yeah, Gallimimus probably has a shorter lifespan than Stygimoloch does. Yep. Let's research that reload speed real quick. Velociraptor and Ceratosaurus, huh? That's gonna be a solid no. Struthiomimus with 74 resilience. Alright, we can handle that. I hope so, anyway. Alright, we got our Edmontosaurs ready. But because these contracts will not leave me alone, we don't have a enclosure just yet. So let's see here. How do we want to do this? I don't mind the idea of keeping the viewing platform or the gallery here for the Majungasaurs, just because the enclosure just is kind of the right size for them. And we can have the gyrosphere tour begin over here maybe, and it can start off with the hadrosaurs. So we're going to have at least 20-something dinosaurs in here, so I want to make sure it's big enough, but not like overly large to the point where we're going to run out of space for dino reputation concerns. Alright, there we go. That looks alright to me. Keep some of the trees in there, but get rid of the rest of them so we can play around with the terrain tools a bit. Because honestly, that's where a lot of the enjoyment is coming for me anyway. I really like making the exhibits look neat and unique when I can. So let's see, we're gonna have our gyrosphere. It's probably going to entrance be about here. It's gonna go around and out this way. So, and then when it comes back in, it's gonna come back in through here and down this way and reconnect. So we want to have the water area be kind of down the middle here, I think. Alright, so let's see here. Use some of the rock texture again. Or some of this anyway. I'm playing with headphones this time, and there was some creepy nature noises going on in the background that I normally don't hear. It's kind of interesting. I'll have the rest of this be dirt, which is probably, unfortunately, the least exciting of the new terrain tools, but it is still something. And let's see, we'll make this corner here kind of a rocky little area to put some rocks and scenery in. Alright, so let's put some grassland down. And yeah, remember, as far as I'm aware, we don't want to put this on top of any of the terrain tools because it seems to override the paintbrush when you use the grass tools like this. That's probably another Gallimimus, unfortunately. Yep. Let's, oh, I want us to sell this Struthiomimus. I was not aware of that. Let's see, reload speed for ACU center. Oops. Wrong. Wrong corner of the island. This is a pretty big place we got going on here. I'll leave that ACU scheduling off for now. Maybe we'll get a contract asking for it later. I've been talking about him the whole time, so I might as well just grab Allosaurus. I really want to have Allosaurus in here at some point. So there we go, got that going. Our Edmontosaurus are still patiently waiting for us in the hatchery, because I guess they can just sit there for a while. We're going to take her time with our terrain tools. So yeah, remember the gyrosphere is going to come back down this way, so all that's going to be probably taken out with it. So for now I'm just going to focus on putting down a couple rocks where they look good, because the trees, we might have to reevaluate where we want trees because of the gyrosphere tour is going to take out some of them. Alright, come on, buddy. Those, I'm not sure if y'all can hear them, but those, the Huangosaurus and the Chunkingosaurus are really vocal. Alright, and then let's strategically place down our feeders. Probably want to put one nice and back here. And we're going to have a lot of dinosaurs in here, so we're going to need at least one more. And right about here looks good. Alright, cool. Wow, let's get, oh yeah, let's sell that Porostruthiomimus real quick. And now let's release our hadrosaurs. By the time we finish this enclosure with the Edmontosaurus, Maiasaura, and Parasaurolophus, I'm hoping that we'll be at 2 stars and I can put in the gyrosphere at that point. Let's do a quick check down here. Yeah, there's not very many people down here because the majority of them are probably on the other end of the island. Maintain island rating of 2.5 stars. We are not even at 2 stars yet, friendo. We're probably about to reach the guest count, so I'll leave that one on there. Mimus with 118 lifespan, but we just researched Allosaurus. And there's another storm coming. That was one of our first Struthiomimuses that just died, actually. Alright, another dinosaur just died, so our Struthiomimus and Gallimimus are dropping off pretty quick, unfortunately. I'm gonna save real quick before the storm comes in. Hopefully we can finally not get a tornado. We've had a tornado every time so far. Okay, never mind. It's just gonna start right in the middle of everything. We've had some pretty severe storms so far. Let's see if it takes out the... Yep, of course it did. I was waiting for it. Storm's about to come up, it always seems to grab one more thing on its way out. Nothing too terrible though, and you know, it's nice to not have carnivores that are trying to break out incessantly, so I think we're good to open the gates here. Power will be back on any second. These guys are all ready to be moved. We can get rid of the welfare penalty of having them tranquilized. Well, I have to think of, I'm not sure if I want to, with the Majungasaurus enclosure, I might kind of redesign it so that a gyrosphere can go through it. We'll have to see. Because I like the idea of the gyrosphere coming in and exiting out this way, and then when it comes back in, it comes into the Majungasaurus paddock and exits right here, and then there's the building right there. So we might do that too. Alright, our Struthiomimuses are dying off, unfortunately. Suchomimus is not on the radar right now. That is a pretty hefty... The thing is by the time we research it and get the genome, it's just going to take way too long. So if he had asked for Allosaurus right after we started researching it, then maybe I would have kept it. I have been neglecting the fossil teams too. That's my bad. Wait, come back, Jeep. I have stuff for you to refill. Is there another dead dinosaur? Yeah. We're not gonna have any Gallimimus left very shortly. Are the Edmontosaurus in here yet? Yep. They're on their way. So let's get going on Parasaurolophus next. They're not at 100 yet, so let's do Maiasaura first. Alright, let's spend a little bit of time doing some landscaping over here. I want to get ready for this section of the island to be kind of take over for the other half once we get more stuff going over here. Alright, so remember one of the mini goals was to have 3 hotels over here, which now that I can get a better picture of it, we'll easily be able to have 3 hotels. We might even be able to, behind the hotels, we might even be able to have, like, that'll be where we put some of our pickier dinosaurs, like Ankylosaurus, and then that way they can still be visible from the hotels. I like that idea. And then I want to have 2 hotels on this area of the island. So this area, honestly, I might have to I might end up just demolishing a lot of the buildings and starting from scratch at some point. I'm not really sure how I want to do that. Is that the Majungasaurus? Yeah, I haven't sent a team over here in a while. So while I'm talking about that, let's go ahead and put a hotel down over here. So I mean, we can easily have, 1 here, 2, 3, no problems. No problem with that at all. Looks like I might have to build a substation though, once we get the 2 stars and we get our gyrosphere and our large substation, that will be immensely helpful. Once this hotel's up, I might actually just go ahead and demolish the other hotel. But we'll see. Alright, excellent. Maiasaura's ready. Cabot says that this was the first dinosaur in space. Is that like some sort of joke or something? I don't understand that reference. Hopefully I didn't tranquilize that one too quickly. It looks like I did. The next one's not coming out. That's my fault. Crichtonsaurus. I wouldn't mind researching that one because that would go along very well with our Ankylosaurus and Euoplocephalus enclosure. Alright, who's sick now? So what's nice is instead of the one Jeep is still on the other side of the island, so now I can send the other Jeep to come help out over here. Alright. See, this happens if you tranquilize the dinosaur and it's in the release area, the next one gets delayed. It's kind of a frustrating little issue, but I should have just waited an extra second or two for the dinosaur to finish the exiting animation. See, and then even the AI tranquilized it too quickly. So now it's stuck again. Wow. See, that's... For the time being, I guess I'll have to do it myself. And I actually have to be kind of careful because Maiasaura has a picky social requirement. I think they need at least 4. That was why I added those extra hatchery spaces. Who else is sick? Oh, someone's over here sick now? So this is perfect demonstration of why we need the 2 Jeeps. Yeah, they can't find a way in. There we go. That'll fix that. I have a feeling this is common cold again, so this is probably going to spread really fast. Alright, there you go. On your way. Sometimes you feel like you need to have a second person helping you play the game, just so that they're constantly doing fossil digs for you. We have Allosaurus now, which is exciting, but I want to finish up Parasaur and Euoplocephalus first. And this poor Maiasaura is locked in this cage all by itself. I want to wait for Parasaur to get to 100% before I incubate them. Crichtonsaurus. I'll hold on to that one because I don't know. I could have held on to the Struthium, the Suchomimus one, but I'll do it for Crichtonsaurus. I think just because it's a cheaper dinosaur to incubate and everything. Let's see. What's another good choice for us? We don't have Stygimoloch yet. That would be one I would grab, because we're going to start having Stygimolochs die off, and then we're going to have to worry about their social needs. But let's grab Ouranosaurus, just to get, we'll get some of the new dinosaurs, we'll kind of focus on them. Alright, we need to get this guy over here ASAP before its buddies get lonely. Alright, and you do not return to base. There is another sick dino right here. Alright, no one's sick over there, but we still have 4 that are sick, and this Ranger Team 3, I don't know what I'm gonna name you, because you're... I mean, I know it's my fault, but it's always annoying to me when there's like 10 sick dinosaurs, and it's like, well, it's not on the checklist, so I guess I can leave. Alright, Euoplocephalus just got to 100. Parasaurolophus just got to 100. So let's finish up Velociraptor, and then we'll start finishing up Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus. Sell Euoplocephalus. As soon as I complete the genome, you want me to sell them. I see how it is. Yeah, see, their social minimum is 4, but thankfully we got our 4th Maiasaura on its way. Sell a Euoplocephalus. Alright. We'll get one going so we can sell it, I guess. And then by the time that's done, Parasaurolophus should be at 100%. I need to take control of this because this guy's taking a long time. That is a clear issue with my island layout, is just how far away the jeeps are. There's no way I'm gonna hit that one all the way over there. I heard a Gallimimus. There's still one alive, it would seem. Oh my god. It stops walking as soon as I fire. Stroothy, stop it. Alright, that is taken care of finally. Okay, we have full science reputation, so that's pretty good. More combat victories. How about new? Lots of minerals from that one, thankfully. That is always good. Alright, Parasaurolophus should be at 100 shortly. Or it might be already. Yeah, it is. I just didn't see it. I believe this also has a minimum social of 4. Yes. What a derpy comment. I don't know if you... I know I have the audio off, but you can see Cabot's comment in the top right, and it's like he literally just says, "Hey, you hatched this dinosaur. Nice job." Alright, we just got Crichtonsaurus as well. I let's get rid of our combat victories contract again. There we go, we finally got some Allosaurus. And our research teams are available. That's more like it. I can handle contracts like that, no problem. Alright, what's another good dinosaur to grab? I gotta admit, sometimes this contract screen popping up every 20 seconds is like, just leave me alone. Well, we already got 3 ankylosaurs, so I'm gonna hold off on Nodosaurus. Let's grab a Styracosaurus so we can have a ceratopsid paddock get going after we start the hadrosaurs. I'm hoping that as soon as we release these Parasaurolophuses over here, that that's probably going to be enough to get us to 2 stars, but we'll see, it might not be enough. Oh my goodness. So I know that I just shot this one, I tranquilized it right in front of the door, but the animation was done and the door was closing, so I thought I was okay, but apparently not. Alright, I always like to have at least one extra dinosaur over a social minimum, so I'm gonna have a 5th Parasaur and a 5th Maiasaura to start us off with, just to make sure that if one of them dies, they're not panicking. while those guys are getting tranquilized, actually I need to focus on this because I always don't like the possibility of forgetting a dinosaur, and then you hear the thump of something trying to break out, and you're like, oh my god, I forgot to move so-and-so. And now they've been... Because when herbivores panic, they're really annoying, because I never put strong fences to keep them. And, I don't know, I'm just never expecting herbivores to panic and break out, so it's always like a double surprise when they do. Well, let's see, we have plenty of cash in the bank. Let's, we have rainforest. We'll do a rainforest, ankylosaurus. And we will do a Euoplocephalus, and we're gonna move our ankylosaur and our Euoplocephalus down to by the other hotel area. Not quite to 2 stars yet, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll get there soon. There's a lot of important buildings, mainly the large substation, and for this island anyway, the gyrosphere. I feel like now that can connect to multiple exhibits, I'm really curious. I feel like it's going to be much simpler to just build a gyrosphere or Jurassic Tour park rather than having viewing galleries everywhere. Okay, my game just froze for a minute, and it was because we got to 2 stars, so that is good. Oh, it's much better than having a frozen game, that's for sure. Alright, now that we have these 2 hotels here, well, we'll see. At some point, like I said, this whole area is probably going to be demolished, except for the dinosaur enclosures coming up very soon. This might be where we put our ankylosaurs and some of the other picky dinosaurs, like... let me think, what else would be a good one? Maybe like Dracorex is kind of, sort of choosy, just in the sense that it's social. Social limits are kind of low. We'll see. It'll definitely be where we put our ankylosaurs, that's for sure. Alright, that's one down. Let's get this ready for dinos. Speaking of dinos, well, we can do our gyrosphere tour, but where are we gonna put it? And well, I mean, I know I'm gonna put it here, but until I get more dinosaurs, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just put a basic one in. Oh, I have to research it first. Whoops. Oh, let's see, what dinosaurs did we get? We got to the next star. Okay, we got Corythosaurus. That's pretty not exciting. Okay. Pentaceratops. Okay, that's a new one for 2 stars. T-Rex. I think that's an... I'm kind of remember. I feel like that's normally not until 3 stars. And I think T-Rex is a normal one for after 2 stars, I believe. We just researched Styracosaurus, so T-Rex, Pentaceratops, Corythosaurus. We just researched Ouranosaurus. Okay, Spinosaurus this early is new. Who's up here? Polacanthus, I think, is another a little bit that's earlier than normal. And it looks like we got Dilophosaurus 1 star later than we normally would. So the main difference, I believe, is the Pentaceratops and the Spinosaurus. And I think maybe Polacanthus, those are all earlier than normal. So that's pretty exciting. Let's finish up Velociraptor, Allosaurus, and Ceratosaurus. Oh, okay, well we already had enough to finish up Velociraptor. And let's research our... Oh, we got the paleobotany now too, that's exciting. Let's get our gyrosphere and our large substation, and then we will get all of the new medical treatments. And in the meantime, let's continue with our ankylosaur paddock. Alright, we'll stick with that for now, and we have another dead dinosaur. Is that... That might be our last Gallimimus, come to think of it. Alright, I've been having some contracts sitting here for quite a while, which is my bad, but I like to take my time with building this stuff, and it kinda distracts you from being super efficient sometimes. But yeah, we'll have our Ankylosaur paddock, and let's see, a release of Velociraptor with a 92 lifespan. We can work on that. And we'll send our team to tranquilize up here. Let's see if we can do the Velociraptor in this one. Alright, let's get these guys moved into their new home over here. Oh yeah, I'm not completely oriented with this island yet. I keep forgetting how big the gap is between sections of the island. We might end up making this a little bigger. This enclosure, I feel like it's big enough, but it's pretty narrow, obviously. We'll see how that goes. You know, well, we're just gonna do that now. Well, before they get here, we'll just make this a little bigger. That way there's actually room for them to have a feeder over here that's not super cramped. Alright, time for the gyrosphere. I'm just thinking of, for right now we'll just kind of keep it basic, just so that it's there. Once we start expanding this area of the park, we will make it a little bit more, we'll worry about the specifics later is what I'm trying to say. For now, let's just get it built and going. Hopefully the game doesn't try to tell me that this is too far away for the guests somehow, because that would be sort of irritating. Should be plenty close. On that topic, let's get rid of... Let's put down our large substation. Oops. Alright, there we go. And somehow that is not in the radius, so we'll need one more, unfortunately, but... We were going to need to have another one over here for the third hotel anyway, so... That is our first Triceratops, unfortunately. Okay, let's see, we gotta release this raptor here, get that contract done. Hopefully our helicopter can get over here and tranquilize it fast enough. Alright, so let's just work on finishing up Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus for now, before we get too carried away. Let's check what new research did we get for dinos. We got Dreadnoughtus, Troodon, Mamenchisaurus. That one's definitely earlier than normal. Albertosaurus, I'm just going to research him now, that way we have all three of the new dinosaurs are on their way. And Carnotaurus and Herrerasaurus. Very interesting picks for sure. And oh yeah, I need to start researching these right away too. Probably should have done that first, but... Let's sell this little guy before I forget about him. I am gonna go back on my promise, or I'm just gonna get rid of the Crichtonsaurus one for now. Just because I don't have any of the genome researched. I probably should have just gotten rid of it in the first place, so that's once again my bad. Sick dino. And storm warning. Okay, this guy's gonna try to break out because there's not enough forest. That is my bad, I should have checked that. Did we finally not get a tornado, though? Because that would be really nice. Alright, do you have enough forest now? His comfort is zilch. He is not happy right now. going, buddy. That's not where the gate is. I think I know why he was going that way, because I don't have a gate for him to get into here. Whoops. Thankfully, we just happened to not get a tornado when we made a mistake with our dinosaur comfort, so... Let's sneak on in here before we repair it, because we need to medicate these dinos. Thankfully, they're not sick with something that we haven't researched with yet. Alright, hopefully our ankylosaurs, the repair is obstructed because the Euoplocephalus is right in the way of the damaged fence. Isaac really wants a Suchomimus. So from now on, my policy, quote unquote, on contracts like that is if we don't have any of the genome going, we're just going to get rid of the contract unless I can't afford it for some reason. Dinosaur fighting. Okay, we might be able to get that with Majungasaurus. Alright, thankfully the ankylosaurs did not break out while we were repairing that fence, so they stayed in their enclosure. I want to see if I can snap a picture of the Majungasaurus fighting before that Jeep makes its way back. We do need to send the other Jeep. We need to send you over here to do some repairs, though. Oh my goodness, perfect timing. Those photograph ones are fighting. If you have two carnivores like that, they actually fight fairly often. What do you mean? Is your comfort still at 0? Oh my goodness, he has a social requirement. I didn't know that. I completely forgot about that. Hey, you, turn around, because we're gonna have to tranquilize that poor guy and then just let him sit there. We might, we might end up just selling that poor dinosaur. We might have to do that, it might be easier. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, that's my fault, but that's just what's probably gonna have to happen, because his comfort is so low that it's gonna take forever to fix that. Alright, at least it's fixed. Yeah, this guy's social is 2, and I only made one of them, so that's my fault. Okay, so let's work on our next enclosure. I think that's a good idea. I'm thinking of having a ceratopsid enclosure right here. Kind of round this out, and that way we can keep on spreading out the gyrosphere. So let's get going on that. Have I sent out more dig teams? I have not. So I've been slacking on that. Alright, very nice. Let's make sure I actually put a gate here so that my poor rangers don't quit. You are like right where I want to put this gate, friend. Here, let's flatten that out because I think that's going to be a good spot for it. Alright. Allosaurus should be done soon. Got all Allosaurus from that one. And let's get that last disease. Let's see if Euoplocephalus will give us a second chance after I messed it up the first time. far as contracts go, technically we might get a giant herbivore because the dig site that has Allosaurus, one of them also has Diplodocus, so that one might be taken care of with that. And then the guest facilities profit, once we get these Euoplocephalus in their enclosure, I think that one will be taken care of. But yeah, the last time I saw that the forest requirement wasn't met, and I just assumed that was the only issue, and I didn't even pay attention to the fact that the social bar was also not being satisfied. But that would explain why the comfort went down so quickly, because there were two different things that were making it uncomfortable. Got an empty feeder, but yeah, it's this other one over here from the old ankylosaur enclosure. I feel like I've completely forgotten about those other dinosaurs over there, but we have plans for them too. We're just trying to focus on building up this side of the park for now. Alright, it looks like we just got Allosaurus to 100. That's pretty exciting. We missed out on Brachiosaurus. Now that I think about it, that's the dinosaur we would have normally unlocked with this star, I think. So that's a giant herbivore as the fossil opportunity that we're missing out on. We'll work on this next episode, but let's get going on the paleobotany. I said I definitely wanted to give that a try on this playthrough. And let's get another one of each of the hadrosaurs going. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for now here. We got some progress going for sure on this area of the park. And next is gonna be a ceratopsid enclosure, and we will work on making the gyrosphere tour a little more extensive. Right now it's just confined to that one area. I am curious, can I change... Okay, this is another neat thing you can do, is change the number of gyrospheres, because if the tour is going to end up being all the way up to here, you know, I want it to be more than 4 gyrospheres, so that'll be cool. That'll be another neat feature that we can use. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye.